So today I'm going to talk about how can you use the Sun Tzu Art of War to build your Shuanghe business. So first of all, I like to introduce myself, and then you guys will introduce yourself. So the way I introduce myself is this way. Hi, I am Super Me Andy. What's your name? Huh? So I start from there. Huh? So you say, hi, I am your name, and then you point to the next person. Start from you.
Hi, Gojo Jack. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I am Super Me Roger. Huh? Because it's important soon to say that you must win without fighting. So you must think that you are good. You are not just Andy. You are Super Me Andy. Lots of Andy out there. Huh? But there's only one Super Me Andy. So you must add the word Super Me to your name.
I am Super Jack.
Super Me, not Super Jack. Not Superman. Not Superman, not Superwoman. Super Me.
Yeah.
Super Me. Not Superman. Superman must wear your underwear outside.
I'm Super Me.
Super Me. Okay, what's the next person?
Hi, Super Me.
I'm Super Me Cambo.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Super Me Bernadette. Hi, I'm Super Me Regina.
I am Super Me Joseph.
I'm Super Me Wayne.
Super Me Linus.
That's it there.
I'm Super Me Yes.
I'm Super Me Feeling. Can I be Super Me Wacky Molly?
Okay. So introduce yourself. I say this way. Hi, I'm Super Me Andy. And you say your name. I am Super Me and your name.
Okay, I'm Super Me Trudy.
Very good. Because win without fighting start with you yourself. Do you see yourself as someone great? Or you see yourself as ordinary? Never mention your name. Because names are very common. Mention Lawrence. Lots of Lawrence, right? How do you know that Lawrence is the Prime Minister of Singapore? Why am I qualified to speak on the Sun Tzu Art of War? Because I think I'm one of the very, very few Chinese in Singapore that have been to the cradle of Chinese civilization, this place called Luoyang in Henan province, China. There is no direct flight. No tour agency will ever organize tours there. You have to go there by yourself. So I've been to the place where by the start of the Yi Jing, the He Luo, to more than 7,000 years ago. I've also been to the Yi River, whereby they tamed the river for 20 years. I've also been to the palaces of the Sui and Tang dynasty, the most glorious dynasty of China. So, with that, I want to let you know, we are into this place, we are in Asia. So, we are all Asians, right? So, we must know Asian things. More things we know too much already. Asian things. So, for myself, I've been doing training for very long already. And important thing is that I have written 8 books, of which the latest book is this, Win Without Fighting with the Sun Tzu Art of War. And the July book, which I co-authored with Vivian. By the way, Vivian is my upline in this Shuanghe business. So-called Super Me Unleashed. And there is this book last year, Wealth with Eating. You want to be wealthy, you can use eating. So I've written 8 books, but I never realized there's one book written about me. Do we have a book written about you, right? So I have a tribute book written about me called The Man Behind the Quiet Goodness. So thank you, the author, for writing this book. So, yes, first of all, we need to know the history, right, of this art of war.
King He, ruler of the Chinese state of Wu, agonizes over a growing threat. A hostile neighbor is poised to invade. Desperate to defend his kingdom, He summons one of the greatest military minds in history, Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu is important because he has a cohesive, holistic philosophy of how to approach strategy. If you listen to Sun Tzu, if you follow his principles, you will be victorious. If you ignore him, you do so at your own peril because you will definitely lose.
So the last line is very important. If you do not know the Sun Tzu Sun Tzu Art of War, and you don't follow the strategies, you will not win. You will definitely lose. So we are very lucky today. We have, I think, about 22 people in this room. We know about the Sun Tzu Because in Japan, if you want to be promoted as a manager, you must able to articulate and narrate the Sun Tzu Because the Japanese have this embedded in their blood. I just watched this movie called Nanjing Zhaoxiangguan, Date to Ready, about the Nanjing War in 1937. So the Japanese are very much into Chinese culture. We Chinese must know this. So very lucky that you guys know what is Sun Tzu Fa today. Huh? By the way, today is only a very small part. Next Monday will be also Sun Tzu Fa, but different things. So no repeat. No repetition of the contents. I don't repeat. Because I'm not from MediaCorp. It's okay. To give some background, more than 2,500 years ago, Sun Tzu used his art of war to help the kingdom of Wu win over a very big kingdom called Chu and subdue Chu for the next 10 years. His grandson called Sun Ping, his grandson is called Sun Ping, also used the art of war subdue this country called Wei. So subdue, notice the word subdue and not beat the enemy. Sun Tzu believes in subduing the enemy, just like our Ling Zi is to subdue the viruses. Our probiotics, prebiotics is to subdue the bad things. We don't kill the things. Chinese don't believe in killing. Chinese believe in only subduing. For example, your friend argue with you. You don't have to kill him, right? You just have to convince him, subdue him, right? This is very important concept. Why it's called art of war and not Sun Tzu military methods? You were to translate these 4 words, it should be Sun Tzu military methods. Because Niner Giles, the British who studied the art of war, and he has the most prolific English translation. He read the whole book. He found that the whole book is talking about not fighting. So he called Sun Tzu a CC. Sun Tzu dare not fight. So he called it the art of war. Because Sun Tzu said very clearly in chapter 4, the key is to make sure you're not losing. Then you wait for opportunities to win. Not to go out there and win. First, not losing first. So if you want to do the stronger business, make sure you don't lose money. Anybody ask you to buy 1,750 the Ling Zi or not? Don't buy this 1,750, cannot do the business. If somebody told you that, the person must be Dr. Lim. No, nobody will tell you that. So when you lose, unless you really use it to consume, you cannot be losing money first. So the best is to win without fighting. Avoid fights as much as possible. And how you can win without fighting? Just like I said before, you must start from seeing yourself as someone special. So a good way to see is to see yourself as a super me. Understand, not Superman. Superman got superpower. Super me has no superpower. Super me is you, who you are in the original sense. When you were young, you do wonderful things. As you grow up, this thing cannot, that thing cannot. You become a timid me. You become a small me. You become a survivor me. Every little survivor. So now I want to unleash your super me. Then you can win without fighting. This is important. So it's won before the battle. Lousy warriors will go out there and try to win. Good warriors will win first. You win first, then you do. So in business, we win first with a good business model. So we must flow like the river. Go with the flow. Don't go against the flow. For example, a flow is something that is smooth. If there's a lot of sharp edges, then it is not a flow. Why you find nowadays you go to the office towers and many office buildings, you don't feel peaceful. Because all the buildings have sharp corners, all rectangles. You go back to the old times, all buildings were round. No buildings were rectangle. So obviously now we go against eating. We don't go with the flow. So if you don't go with the flow, you'll be drowned. Go with the flow. It's important. If you win the business, there are 3 things to do. You need to make sure you have the right business model, the right business strategy, and the right business tactics. So right business model, this one, later Bruce will cover. As to this one and this one, we cannot cover today. Definitely we need to cover that in subsequent lessons. What are the 10 keys to the right business model? Soon they say you must win without fighting. First, must select business that is winning. So 0 or minimum upfront capital. Some people ask me, what is called minimum upfront capital? It should be, in Singapore terms, not more than your 1 month salary, depending on your salary. If you are DBS CEO, your 1 month salary is 200,000. Yeah, then you can invest in 200,000. So for stronger business is 0. 0 or minimum regular maintenance plus capital injection. There are many businesses you need to, every 3 years, need to renovate. Unless you locate your shop at Park Lane, whereby they don't bother about you. You go to any Capital Land shopping mall, every 3 years, you don't renovate, they'll chase you out. It's not better whether you can pay the renter. So this is called regular capital injection. Is it a good business model? Easy to find customers. So for Songhe business, is it easy to find customers? Do we have to go and hunt? How come this thing come out? Huh? Do we have to hunt for people? Huh? Do we have to go to the Singapore mortuary, General Hospital to look for customers? Do we have to search high and low, go for very expensive networking? Don't need, right? Because we are selling daily essentials in 3 things: coffee, tea, and toiletries. Who here don't use toiletries? Huh? Some people ask, how come Songhe does not have toilet paper? Huh? Maybe should have. Huh? Tissue paper and toilet paper, right? And also the other thing is that the product must be affordable. Yeah, I know some companies, they sell daily essential, but it's damn expensive. So it's essential for the rich people because they can afford it, right? But for normal people, then it must be something affordable, right? Regular repeat business.
Can I correct that? When you said we only using coffee, but we also help supplements, you say.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you say essential first. Sorry, this is not Q&A time, later Q&A time. It's not for you to correct me. You correct me, come and stand here and stick.
No, I just ask.
You can ask Q&A, but that's not the time for Q&A right now. Don't spoil the flow. Win without fighting. Very good. We have to leave the top, be the top. So 3 essential: coffee, tea, and toiletries. Essential, that means, whereas health supplements, 灵芝 is not essential. Go and tell the layman every day must eat 灵芝, say every day must eat rice. Right? It's not the same. Regular repeat business, at least quarterly. Low customer acquisition cost. How much is to acquire a customer? Maybe 85 cents for 1 sachet. Maybe 1 box, $17. If you think $17 is expensive, try Facebook marketing. 1 click is 10, 20, the click only, not even a prospect yet. So this will give people some kind of perspective of what's the business model. Few restrictions from government authorities. Don't do a business whereby the government will come and intervene in you. Say this thing cannot, that thing cannot, very troublesome, right? Net returns more than 3 times of risk-free investment. This is very important. What is the investment in Singapore that's risk-free? That's to buy Singapore government securities called SGS. Currently, they pay 2% yield. Not fixed deposit with the banks, because the banks only protect you 75,000. Beyond that, it's not protected. Not to buy REITs in the stock market. REITs is a share. Share also subject to stock market volatility. SGS government securities is risk-free, unless you think the government going to close down. So a business must give at least 3 times return. Since the government is 2%, so it must give you at least 6% return. Proven business model and track record. Few and infrequent negative reviews. This is important. By the way, negative reviews are usually keyed in by competitors, not the real customers. How about positive review? Usually also by the customers. But for Songhe business, very few such review. Product or service is evergreen with low technology change. This is also important. You don't want tomorrow the tea suddenly change. You know, this company becomes a listed company called Ba Wang Cha Ji, selling tea, right? Tea has been around for many thousand years. You don't want to be selling some kind of watch, smartwatch, that technology change, or selling mobile phones. Something that will not change. Some people say, this is very old-fashioned. Old-fashioned makes money. In the world, who makes the most money? The one who sells toilet paper. The one who sells you the toothpaste, right? They don't change. How to change, right? And lastly, very important, cash flow positive every month. Many people talk about making money, but cash flow is more important than making money. What is cash flow? That means more money coming in than going out. By the way, I'm an accountant by training. Such things I'm very familiar. Many people don't know what is cash flow. They will tell you, buy this investment, every month guarantee pay you 2%, 1 year 24%. How long will it take you to recover your 10,000? Take the 72. Very simple. Right? 12% per annum, 2%, 1 year 24%, take 72, divide by 24, it will take you about 3 years to recover back your money. They promise you so high, 24% a year. Can they last 3 years? That's a question to ask yourself. Otherwise, you'll be losing money. So this very simple rule of 72, very bottom point. To know how many years you cover your money, take the 72 divide by the percentage. 2%, then 72 by 2 take you 36 years to recover. Okay, cash flow positive. So in Shuanghe business, you will definitely be cash flow positive. Die, you'll be cash flow positive, maybe $6. Why I say $6? Come for the birthday party, you get the Ling Zi toothpaste, then you sell outside $6 lah. Then the party free, right? Okay, so the Shuanghe has these 10 keys. I believe it has and much more. So already mentioned already, no need to mention here. So this is not the best business model. This is not the business model that suits everybody. But this model suits the 10 keys of what people call a good business model. So the other thing I want to mention also is the comp plan. This comp plan, I call it a reward plan will be better. Many people call it compensation plan. And if you have 1,000 PD, personal PD, you'll be entitled to one free CEO coffee. So every month, don't be like me. Blah, blah, miss 100 points. Then still want to submit the LL, what's it called? LIA. So don't be blur. Comes to 28th of the month, log into your account and see. If don't have 1,000 points, ask people to buy under your account. Got 1,000 points, so get the coffee, then you share half the coffee to him. So this is important. This is the comp plan. I want to go to details, but to tell you, this is something that is not here. I added in because Dr. Lim does not have this added into his chart this morning. Okay, so today talk about chapter 6 of the Art of War called 虚实篇. And in English, we call it real and mask. The Chinese says, 故善战者, 治人而不治于人. San, the word san in Chinese means smart. It can also mean kind. So if you're good in fighting, kind in fighting, you should control people and not let people control you. So very simple. You should be in control of people and situations and not let the situations control you. So very simple. Invite people to Ling Zi Center. If I say, hey, come to my house there, don't go to his house. Not because it is not safe, but because you are 治于人这个说治人的不治于人you must be in control. Either come here, if not, go to the Our Cafe on the second floor or first floor. They also have the nasi lemak also, in case you don't know. Okay, serve this. This is from Dr. Lim, so need to repeat. Serve the coffee personally. Don't give him the sachet, say go home and drink. Likely he will not drink. Serve him on the spot. Go and buy hot water. The most expensive hot water must be full also, 60 cents. But even more expensive is Sim Lim Square. Don't sell hot water. So please don't go Sim Lim Square basement food court. They don't sell hot water. At least full also 60 cents is still worthwhile. Here, 20 cents for them cheap. After you serve him, ask him nice or not. Ask him nice or not. How's the coffee? Don't ask him any other question. Don't ask him, do you drink coffee? You already drink already. Don't ask him stupid question. Of course, he will say nice, not bad. In front of you, how can you say not nice, right? Since he say nice or not bad, then you ask him, do you like to take a box or two? Don't ask him, do you want to buy or not? Ask him, do you want to take a box or two? One box or two boxes? Then, of course, he'll ask you how much. Then you tell him one box is $20, members price $70, membership is free. So simple, right? Got him ready, Next, to be in control, do not just sell the product, tell him to sign up a free account. So maybe he doesn't want to buy the product. So ask him, why not just open an account? Then he asks you, open an account for what? Open account firstly is free. And secondly, it allows you to earn even when you don't buy anything. Even when you don't do anything, you can earn money. Because I can put people under your account. And their PD is considered your PV. And you ask him, do you want to just open an account and earn money by doing nothing? Or now today, don't open an account and later on, come and ask me. He will say, open account need what information? Just give you the information. Then he will say, IC number cannot reveal. Let him know what the Singapore government said. IC number is not used for authentication. Authentication is to use your actual IC card or your SingPass. In other words, I tell you my IC number, it doesn't certify I'm Andy Ng. This is important from the government. This is law. Must talk about legal basis. Don't talk like layman. IC number cannot tell people. Cannot tell people your 八字 can, your date of birth. That's stupid, right? They know your 八字, they can do 拱桃 on you. Do you know or not? You give them the IC number, they cannot do 拱桃 on you, okay? So IC number is no secret, the age is secret, huh? But the girl say, oh, I no need to show me your IC, just write down your IC number, huh? As for the year of birth, that one you pretend not to see, huh? Okay, huh? So the key thing is that once you got account, in future you can buy easily, and then also you got a chance to make money. Do you want to have a chance to make money by not doing anything? As what Bruce always says, sell the value, not the price. Huh? In order to sell the value, you must know what is the product. Huh? So, this piece of paper, if you make it very crumpled, fold it very small, that means you are very hardworking. Huh? If you make it very clean, that means you are very lazy, never do anything. Huh? You look at my bag, my things are all messy, that means I hardworking. Huh? This piece of paper, you should stuff it everywhere. For nothing, just read. So remember at the Chongpang market, I was just carrying the Dr. Lim do the lamination A4. Huh? Then the lady was doing the basking. I stand down there trying to watch her perform. Then she said, she showed me the thing. Then she said, this is Sun Tzu coffee. I said, yes. Then she said, I drink Sun coffee. I said, we are having the roadshow there. You want I can get you a box. So I just sell like that. She said, just $20, just like that. Huh? So, you must be familiar with the product. Huh? So, to be familiar with the product, in the group chats, there are lots of information. I would suggest you don't read everything today. Huh? I guarantee you read halfway, you will give up. One day, read 3, enough already. Huh? One day, read 3. Huh? If you don't like to read online, read all the hard copy also can. Huh? So, whatever the case, be positive and be confident of the rewards plan. So the rewards plan of Sun Tzu is like this. There is no flushing. It's monthly settlement. And then no pairing needed. No need to match. No need to left. No need to right. Rewards is progressive. Meaning like it's like the government progressive wage. You will earn more as you progress. Not you earn more because you dump money right now. Yeah. Like you buy now 1,000 plus products. Then you straight away earn the rewards. No, not like this. Huh? Cannot buy position. Can buy, not can buy vice manager, cannot. Huh? Many companies can buy position. Huh? So you invest 3,000, you become a manager straight away. Huh? But in Sun Tzu, sorry, money not important. Huh? No stocking, no monthly free product mentioned already. Know how to handle rejection and objections. This one we need to have a separate class. Huh? Important thing is handle rejection, not objection. Huh? Objection is like, I am not free, this is not useful for me. Rejection is they reject you. This is more damaging. Huh? So the Art of War ultimately is to take the entire nation. 全国为上. Nation means to us as a human being is our body, mind, heart, and spirit. So it's best not to just fight. So I hope you all remember the Art of War is about kindness. Because in this book of 6,000 words, the word sun is mentioned at least 30 times. Sun means kindness. So the Chinese talk a lot about kindness. And talks about 不战而屈人之兵. So don't fight and subdue people, and you're very kind and you're very smart. So that is the meaning. So very simple. How to win without fighting. So today we talk about win without fighting, right? This book just came out. You cannot find anywhere else in the world. Nobody in the world has written a book about the Art of War with the title Win Without Fighting. Everybody writes the Art of War, just the Art of War. And it's very complex. So far, I've never seen a book as simple as this. This is not I say, this is said by my customer called Andrew Tan, who bought for me 5 copies of the book. When you buy 5 copies, you get a free course worth $99. 5 copies is $99. One book, $19.90. So 5 copies, $99. So in other words, you can buy the 5 books and sell the 4 books away. You can sell $35. That's the retail price. So this win without fighting. To follow the create wealth system, which my good friend Bruce will be talking about it later on. What exactly is it? Well, he learned it in the 90s and now he's sharing with you. So the other thing is leverage on Dr. Lim and Ling Tzu Center. This place is called Ling Tzu Center. I think it's best that we call this place Ling Tzu Center, don't call Park Lane. I think of Park Lane